Hello and welcome back to TNI-UK Impacted episode 201. Coming to you live by the Total Nonstop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I am, of course, your host, Bison. And today I am joined by the man coming to us from the void of his own mind, the Joker. And of course, hitting us from his local Ritzy, it's LimpstarUK. Hello, boys.
How are we doing?
Hi, man.
I'm doing good. You know, let's as I mentioned, Ritzy, right? Well, I guess for you, Limpster, what is your favourite nightclub brand, shall we say, right now?
Brand? What, of club? That's a weird one, because that kind of goes commercial. Locally to me, we've got the Foundry, which is quite a versatile venue, because they have live bands in there, and you get like your dance artists and stuff like that. So that's quite a good one locally. But yeah, like I'm off to Bristol hopefully towards the end of December and that to go and see a live band. That would be pretty cool. I don't know if you know the Fleece.
I do know the Fleece.
Venue, yeah, man, that one's pretty cool.
Many a night
that sounds like some Welsh thing for me.
I tell you what, if you went into the Fleece in a fleece, you would just sweat your ass off. But it is a good venue. But yeah, I'm more like right now. I'm off to Holland twice before the end of the year to go to my hardstyle events. So
nice.
they really the Dutch really know how to put on a show, like with pyro, lasers, screen shows, and everything like that. It's just going to be amazing.
Wow! Awesome.
So, yeah,
awesome. And what about you, Joe? In your your clubbing days, did you go clubbing at all, or was that not?
No. The closest I could say to anything like that is I've been to a couple of live gigs at some small venues. I saw 377 live. That was the first live concert I went to in 2004. Stayed with them after the show, and they gave us an acoustic version of The River and Zombie by the Cranberries as extra songs and stuff, which was really cool. And then I went to the same venue about a year later, 2005. I saw Chimera, Trivium, Bet Zephyr, Dragon Force. About three of them were on the same concert, and I saw Dragon Force separately. That's pretty much the heyday of me going to concerts and clubbing and all that stuff has been at college.
So it sounds like Joe, you're more of a gig goer than a nightclubber.
Yeah, I've never been really into disco music and that, so it was any time
you told me that the only clubbing you liked doing was clubbing seals.
Oh no, no, Sammy's a seal here. Sammy's a seal, so don't club our dog. No, yeah.
So he's going to club your eye out. He's going to club your eye out. Listen,
Sammy's job.
Here is the thing. Here is the thing, right? Now, when I was younger, I used to love going clubbing. I mean, I was a metalhead, but I used to love the clubbing scene as well. Yeah. So like, we used to go to we used to travel, because obviously I lived in Bristol when I was younger, but we used to travel to a nightclub in Cheltenham, right? It was called The Gas, and it was a 5-level former ex kind of like gasworks or something. So that hence why it was called The Gas. But it had 5 levels, and each level had a different style of music.
Oh, so, wow!
Like nice. the bottom level was like proper like rock and grunge and stuff like that, and then it sort of kind of like went up, and you went up through the sort of kind of like at the top level was like
the heavy disco stuff.
Yeah, well, say disco, more like the sort of hardcore ravey.
Yeah.
Like the stuff
you say disco now, you think back to the 70s and all that, with people with the big fake afros on and big platinum shoes.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, there was actually a level that used to specialize in doing so like one night of the week, one of the levels would like have 70s music, another night have 80s and 90s.
Cool.
All that kind of stuff. So it was a great club, and we used to go there all the time. So I don't know whether it's still around. It probably isn't, because this is like 20 years ago. Probably longer, actually, because I am 50. So, yeah, it might even be longer than that. But it was a fair few years ago. But, Yeah, used to love it. Absolutely love it.
Did you ever go to Lakota in Bristol?
Yeah, it's been a Lakota. I'll tell you, it was another
Mate,
great
Lakota.
venue. A great
Go on.
venue in Bristol's the Beer Keller. I don't know if they're still.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
the
actually
Beer
seen
Keller-
Queens of the Stone Age do like just a warm up thing. It's just the two guys in the long bar on Old Market Street. That was crazy because I looked. I was
The
like,
long
he looks like
bar.
the guy. Yeah, man. They were in
Do you know
there.
what,
Like
right?
literally, I walked up to go to the toilet and I looked. I was like, they look like the guys from Queens of the Stone Age. Then they just got out guitars and started jamming. I was like, holy shit.
This is interesting. The Long Bar used to be a gay bar back in my day.
That's what I was. No, I wasn't there. No.
Is that why you were there? It was
Queens of the Stone Age.
It was assless chaps and long moustaches and leather.
I've still got mine. I don't have the moustache no more.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
I
bit
gave
like
my
the
assless
Blue
chaps
Oyster
to Alicia Edwards.
Well, it was a bit like the Blue Oyster Club from Police Academy.
Oh god! Oh my god! Wow, what a comparison!
There you go. Everyone dancing and having fun. Let's put it that way. With their handlebars and chaps on and their assless leather chaps. Yeah, lovely. No, but I say that though, right? On a Friday night, me and my mate Steve, who used to work just down from the Long Bar, but we used to finish early. And we'd go to the Long Bar and we'd have, because it was £1 a pint between 6 and 7, right? So we'd go to the Long Bar, we'd smash a load of £1 a pints, Mickey Mouses or snake bites or something like that, right? £1 a pint.
Yeah.
And then we'd head into town. Absolutely fucking trolleyed. But the thing is, right, that it was a hell of a cheap night because you were already fucking pissed and you didn't really drink that much once you were in the clubs, which where the expensive drinks are. So it was great. It was fantastic. It was a good cheap night out. Every Friday, Long Bar, happy hour, get spissed, and then off we went. Lovely.
Is
Anyway.
it time to roll the clip, Joe?
Well, no, not the clip.
Oh,
No, we'll wait for that.
And now all I do is drink coffee out of Walt Disney World mugs. Yeah.
Mate, I'm drinking peppermint tea with a drop of honey.
Oof. Gosh, you're very upmarket. You're
Mate,
very
honestly,
upmarket.
I gave up alcohol and I've been addicted to this stuff since. So it's a lovely mix. It's a lovely mix. I can't get a hangover off.
I love this match!
I have a
Hail
funny feeling-
Saban.
I have a funny feeling he was talking about the
miss
toilet.
Stephen.
But there you go.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's have a look. Who we got in the chat? Let me have a quick gander. So we don't want to. I like to say hello to everybody as they're in. So Eric's in the house. Mir's obviously in the house. That's right. We got SmackDown Friday as well in Nashville. Very cool. Somerset Slammer is in the house.
Ellie's in the house.
Melonhead. The Melonhead's in the house. I don't think we.
Yeah.
Was Melonhead in last week? He wasn't. I don't think. Barry
Yeah, I think
Monkey.
it was.
And of course, Zach Bonifer is with us. Let's get impacted. To be honest with you, that sounds a bit like, I don't know, like you're bunged up, doesn't it? Sounds like, I don't know, that you're getting impacted up the backside or something. I don't know what it sounds like, but I'm not sure about whether I
We're
want
back
to
to
get
the long
you.
bar.
No,
Yeah.
that's a throwback to our old theme, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I still love the new theme. This is the best one you've had. Yeah.
So far. I've been thinking about doing a new one, but we'll have to wait and see. Only because that one was done from the Impact tape. There's a lot of people in that aren't in Impact anymore.
Yeah, you got
Right.
yourself thrown to Deanna Praza at the end, and then both
Yeah,
of us have gone.
Exactly. So, and I think Luke Gallows is in there as well, and there's a few people in there that aren't on there anymore. What's this, Zach? They let the country. Did you say you were friends with Front Row Bill? Zach is friends with Front Row Bill. We're all friends with Front Row Bill. Front Row Bill is an
Everyone's
absolute
friends with Front Row Bill.
legend. I mean, who is not friends with Front Row Bill? Let's face the facts.
Yeah, he's
I don't think Bill-
even most of the TNA locker room are friends with him. You get
Exactly.
even Matt and
I
Jeff
don't
Hardy
think,
gave him a shout out on Jeff's
I don't
birthday.
think Bill's been the same ever since you guys couldn't make the show, and I ended up rattling on for like an hour and a half. I feel so bad for J-Bone and Bill. I was just like, okay, guys, let's jump into it. I was like, we've got literally whatever's written on the TNA website, and you're just going to hear all about England. So it was a hell of a show. I listened back to it once, and I was just cringing so hard. But we got there. It was definitely thrown in the deep end. I reckon you two were backstage just watching me cringe.
It was, I remember that. It was terrible. That was a proper last minute thing when I was like, that's it, I can't do it. I can't. I was so bad that day. I was so unwell. That was the day I was
But we're
unwell.
here now.
But we're here now.
Yeah.
What's this? Whenever wrestlers come out, they all head towards Bill. They do. Bill gets more TV footage, right, on an episode of Impact than any of them.
I single-handedly think that Bill could bring EC3 back to TNA.
Oh, definitely. Oh, congratulations to Thomas Latimer. He beat EC3 for the NWA World title recently.
Oh,
Yes,
get
he
on.
did. I'm wondering where EC3's going.
Fucking brilliant,
Anyway,
man.
Zach saying, talking about these clubs leads me to one question. Why is Bison on the bottom and not on the top?
Oh, it's on the bottom of the screen because he's center screen, so you can see him a lot easier.
Yeah,
Exactly. You've got to see the Bison easy, ain't you? Let's face it. He's the easiest one on the eye, isn't he?
I try to get the presentation like that, but saying you're not looking side to side to see where the hell he is. It's easier if he's at the bottom.
I think it'd be much better if I was at the top and you two were at the bottom.
Yeah, I could probably switch that around somehow.
No comment.
I don't want to tinker with that just yet.
Are you
going back to the long bar again?
A power bottom. A power bottom.
Power bottom. I've got a lot of power in my bottom. Thank you very much.
A bottom of power.
No, I need a curry first.
Anyway, we're good where we are. We're definitely good where we are. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, so we've got a few things to talk about. So let's get... that's disgusting. That's true. Very disgusting. Right, okay. Right. Hang on. Let's move down so I can see where we're at. Okay, let's have a little chat. So Hurricane Helena. Is it Helene? Helena? I'm not sure.
I think it's Helene.
Helena?
That's
Helene.
what
Is it Hurricane Helene? Puts
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell, yeah. Puts halt to the Spartanburg TV tapings. Now, the way I saw everything that was going down at that time was that TNA were trying absolutely everything to make sure to try not to cancel those tapings, make sure that the fans, got show. There was a lot of fans, obviously, when initially they sort of kind of like put it back a day, didn't they? They put it back to Sunday and Monday. A lot of fans were like, well, actually, no, we can't make it, which meant, there'd be a load of people not being able to go to the show. Then obviously things went a bit more tits up. And they ended up cancelling completely altogether. But man, our hearts go out to everyone that was, that has obviously been in the midst of Hurricane Helene or Helene.
Yeah, there's some real assholes on there complaining about not about them rescheduling. I was thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, you got a fucking hurricane coming over that, for Christ's sake. How fucking petty
and
are
it's
you?
not, and it ain't Hurricane Helms either.
No, it's like Jesus Christ.
There's a hurricane coming through.
Some people are so self-entitled nowadays. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And of course, then all they get stuck into the moaning about refunds and all that. So talking about that,
it's disgusting. And
That's disgusting!
Ticketmaster are now sending out refunds. You don't have to contact them. Apparently, they're just sending it directly back on people's cards or back into their banks or whatever. So, if you're worried about that, if you're worried about all that, you've got nothing to worry about it. Ticketmaster is on it. They're getting it sorted. But then, of course, after trying their best, Impact TV tapings will now be in Nashville at the Skyway Studios, which pretty much saved us during the pandemic. It's going to be tonight, funny enough, and Thursday. And I love this. All ticket sales being donated to the victims of the hurricane. I think that is awesome thing to do. Yeah, definitely. I think that's an absolutely awesome thing to do, and
Yeah, I think it's
Anthem
incredible.
do these things quite a lot. I remember I was actually at the ODB tapings
Yeah.
that they did for her. I was at those tapings where they donated the proceeds from that show to her to buy a new food truck.
Yeah,
So
that was
Nice.
fantastic. I love that.
that is the mentality that they have. They're not. They're willing to give up the money, and I think that's fantastic. So good on Anthem. Really good thing to do, and I really hope that whatever money they can come up with really helps the people that need it. Let's put it that way. Um, Barry's
Yeah.
put Americans are soft. It takes a centimetre of snow to cancel things in the UK.
Yeah.
That's actually very true. That is very true. But guys, I've kept this a bit of a secret because I didn't want the boys to know. But it looks like we've got a visitor, and all I've got to say is that the guy that's about to enter into us, we've got a special guest, and he's coming in, and there is no doubt about it. The man is a myth. He is a legend, and he has fantastic hair. The man, the myth, the legend, the Perminator himself, Sam Beale.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Hey,
Hey,
buddy,
man.
how are you?
I'm doing great. What a great introduction. I mean, I do have a great head of hair on me, and it's looking beautiful and luscious today. So,
It certainly is. It certainly is. It's getting even longer and longer. Every time I see you, Sam, it's grown about an inch.
oh yeah, I always tell my mom, she's the one who does it. So I say you can perm it and trim it a little bit, but no length off it. We got to get this thing growing long and luscious, like I said.
Oh, beautiful. Now, listen, Sam, I contacted you earlier last week. I think it was. It was towards the end of last week, and it was mainly because you're in Detroit, aren't you?
I'm pretty close to Detroit. I wouldn't say I'm in Detroit. I'm in Ohio, Northwest Ohio, but it's about an hour away from Detroit, so it's not very far.
Not very far, and straight away that made me think. Bang for Glory, TNA, Bang for Glory.
Yeah.
The Perminator needs to be there, right? So
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking, let's get him on the show. Let's talk about what he's been up to. Let's talk about fatherhood. We'll get to that in a minute. All the different bits and bobs he's been doing. But guys, we need to get Sam Beale to Bang for Glory, don't we? We need to get Sam Beale to Bang for
Definitely.
Glory, and I think we need to get that set up today. From now on, we need to be hashtag Sam Beale BFG or something like that. Sam Beale for BFG. I reckon that would be amazing. We need to get that going. We need to get TNA tagged in this, and we need to see if we can see if the TNI tribe can get Sam Beale to Bang for Glory. What do you think?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Let's get this trending.
I think it's the way to go. We've already got it there. Look, hashtag Sam Beale for BFG. Look, that's it. I think we're there. I think it's going to happen. If we can get all of
It
you
should.
guys doing it, I think it'd be great. Look, Mir, he's well happy. He's well happy that Sam's here. Everyone's happy to see the Perminator, and I just amazing, just amazing. He's gone.
Next,
after all that, he's gone.
oh, he'll be back. It's the connection, don't worry.
Yes, that's the trouble. That's the trouble. When you live in Ohio,
Yeah.
when you live in Ohio, the internet is just bad. It's like it's like the bush. It's like being out in the back of nowhere, isn't it?
It isn't great. Am I good though now? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, awesome. Well, sorry about that, but I love the sound of that. I mean, I love TNA. They hold a near and dear spot in my heart. And with it right in my backyard, man, I would love to come back to Bound for Glory. I did make my Bound for Glory debut back in 21.
That's right. Yeah.
It was the very first show that TNA went on the road after the COVID pandemic. So it'd be a really sweet, special moment for me too. So
you can imagine
you never
it.
know.
Can you imagine the commentary? It's Sam Beale. It's the Perminator. What's he doing at Bang for Glory?
Yeah.
That's your way. Why have you got hair like that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Do you reckon though, if you came back at BFG, do you reckon you'd be making a beeline for Myers? Is there any storyline heat there?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he cut me. He's the reason I'm not there anymore. I mean, absolutely,
Yeah.
I'm going after him.
Damn right. Damn right.
But yeah,
He deserves it. I think you could have a faction, couldn't you? You could have some kind of like. Can you imagine? I don't know what this faction could be, but you need like 3 or 4 kind of like Perminator, disciples. The disciples of Perm.
Hey,
The disciples of Perm, isn't it? DOP.
The best way to do it is take all of the lessons that Brian taught to me and use them against him and beat him
Hell
with
yeah.
it. So, I mean, maybe we make a learning garden instead of the learning tree, right?
Oh, the learning
Down with the
garden.
system.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Down with the system. Exactly. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love that. Fantastic. Now, last time we spoke to you, Sam, you weren't actually a father at that point. But the big news since we've last spoken to you is that you're now a dad.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I mean, I've heard it a lot from other dads, like new dads too. Like it's really the greatest thing ever, and it's pretty cliche, but I mean, man, it just truly is the best thing that could ever happen to you, right? Like I got a little mini me running around, and watching him kind of grow up and discover new things, like walking and like loving Mickey Mouse. Like it is seriously so fun to watch. I'm also expecting another one, and it should happen any day soon. So
Congratulations.
Oh my God. Congrats. Yeah. How cool is that?
Yes.
Do you
Yeah,
know whether it's a boy or a girl, or you just
it's
wait?
gonna be a girl. Yeah, her due date is October 30th. But I'm thinking it's gonna come here soon in the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's getting pretty close.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And that's lucky as well. You got one of each, just like me. I've got a boy and a girl, and trust me, they are. You're going to have a fantastic time with both your kids as they're growing up. It's funny today, right? I had a very joyous moment because my son is recently started with the Air Cadets, so the ATC, Army Training Corps, whatever it is.
Awesome.
Sorry, the Air Training Corps, what we're going to call it. And we've just bought him his first. He's 13, so we've just bought him his first set of like proper, the boots that you need to wear, like the proper combat boots. And we had to buy him a size 10. He's 13 years old. Had to buy him a size 10 pair of boots, right? And we got him the socks and all the rest of it, the proper boot socks. And he tried them on today, and he's so tall. He's literally, I'm just under 6,
Yeah.
and he's literally like almost eye level with me now, like almost eye
Wow.
level. Like he's turned into a big lad, yeah, very excited dad moment, shall we say?
That's
seeing
awesome.
him.
Congratulations
right.
to him.
Yeah, exactly. But you've got all this to come, Sam.
That's true. I do.
You know?
The cool thing about having a boy and a girl is like I come from a pretty big family of 5. I'm actually no, we're family of 6. I'm number 5 in the group. But watching like my siblings grow up and like to being able to grow up with my little sister and be like best friends with her still to this day, it's something that I'm pretty excited for my 2 kids. Like I hope they have the same relationship that I have with my sister. So.
Oh, mate,
Oh, that's lovely.
that is one of the things I think which is special, because I think when you have brothers and sisters and siblings, full stop, I think that relationship is always going to be special, always going to be special. And the interesting thing is you had the little boy first, so he's always now going to be looking after his little sister,
Yep, absolutely.
and that is the beauty of it. But okay, so what have you been up to from a wrestling perspective? Because I've seen you popping up on quite a few shows. I mean, obviously, we don't here in the UK. We don't necessarily get to see all of some of the shows that you end up on. But I know that you've definitely been out and about, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, man, I've been going crazy right now. It's been fun. I've been wrestling all over the Midwest, up into Canada as well. It's pretty cool. I've got my passport now, so one of my big goals for next year is to go overseas and get a little tour in, maybe a couple weeks over there, which would be really fun. But yeah, man, I've been everywhere from tri-state wrestling down in Cincinnati area of Ohio, to unsanctioned pro into Columbus, NWA Exodus over in Cleveland. Um, Over in the Chicago area, I've wrestled. It's just, I could sit here and name numerous different companies that have given me opportunities, but what I'm doing is just kind of traveling, doing the best I can, and enjoying each night that I get to go do the thing that I love. So.
Yeah,
That is
wicked.
awesome. That is awesome. I think I have seen you obviously popping up all over the place, and I think it's fantastic that you're getting the reps in, as they call it in the biz,
Yeah.
getting the reps in. And of course, no matter what happens, you're still very young, Sam, aren't you? I mean, how old are you?
I'm only 26, so yeah, I'm fairly young, kind of just hitting
Holy
into
shit.
my.
I've heard of 26. I don't know if I was that once. I've heard of it.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of got pretty lucky with wrestling when I started. I started when I was 18, so I'm fairly young, but I have a lot of pretty good experience throughout my 8 years of being in the business. So, being on TNA and getting opportunities with NWA and then AEW as well. Like I'm feeling like I'm starting to enter into a little bit of a more like I guess I would say my prime. I feel like I'm starting to enter my prime years with my knowledge and my experiences so far. So I think I'm really about to turn the corner here soon. So actually, I don't say I think, I know I'm going to. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Good man.
Oh, mate, that sounds fantastic, and I love the
Incredible.
positivity from Sam. Sam is such a positive guy, and I think that comes through not only in his personality when you talk to him on the show like this, but I think it also shines through when you do promos, when we see you in the ring. I was I'm going to say this, Sam. I was gutted when Brian,
Yeah.
exited you from Impact at the time, because I thought you had so much more to offer, and you obviously you blatantly have so much to offer the business, and I really hope that the opportunity for you comes again, especially like I said for us with TNA, because obviously we're a TNA fan, so it would be great to see you back in the ring kicking Brian Myers' ass. I have to.
Is there any other TNA asses that you'd like to kick
oh,
if you had the choice?
I mean, everyone. There's so many people there that are just so talented that I would love to work with. I will say the person that strikes my mind immediately. We've already wrestled numerous times, and we've done it. We've kind of grown into this business together. Is Jason Hotch, but I would love to renew that
Nice.
little rivalry that we've had. On TV, that would be awesome. I also have never got to wrestle one-on-one with Chris Bay. I think we would absolutely tear it up in there. So that's another guy. But I mean, really anybody in there, anybody and everybody in TNA is they're all phenomenal workers, and they're even better people.
Personally, I'd love to see you versus Kishido. I
That would
reckon
be
that'd be a
fun.
kick-ass match.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. That would
That
be
would be.
absolutely super fun.
It definitely would. It would. Yeah, I agree with that. Is there what I'm going to ask is what was the favorite match or the favorite moment that you had in your last your last tender with Impact?
Ooh, okay. That's a really good question. I mean, I think first one that jumps out to me is working with Kojima when Kojima came over to do the States, like wrestling a big name from another country was not something I've never done before, right? So actually, even with Kojima, he doesn't speak much English, right? So I've never like at that moment I had never wrestled somebody who doesn't speak English, so it was very challenging for me. But it was a phenomenal, fun match. I also think wrestling with W. Morrissey was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then getting to work a program with Christian Cage, I mean, you can never go wrong there, right? One of the icons of our business. So those are probably the three that stick out to me pretty heavily.
What was it like actually going one-on-one with someone like Morrissey? Because he's massive.
Yeah, you like think he's big, and then you go next to him, and then you're like, wow, he's even bigger, right? Like, I mean, I'm not a small guy. Like, I'm pretty stocky. I'm pretty tall. I'm like 6'1". In my boots, I'm probably like 6'2", 6'3", and standing next to W. Morrissey, I felt like an infant.
It's like,
Dude,
He is
insane.
massive.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you a story, boys. Right, where the very first time I went to a TNA show was, I think it was 2006 or 2007, at Universal Studios, and I went in. We watched the show, and as I came out, I walked past Samoa Joe, which was cool, but Samoa Joe's about similar height to me. And then he was stood next to a guy that was facing the other way, and I didn't know what it was initially, and it was literally like massive. He was like 7 foot, right? And it turned out, and he was on the phone. As he turned around, it was Matt Morgan, right? Now, Matt Morgan is huge. Like, that dude is massive. He's got to be similar height to Morrissey, I would imagine, height-wise, but Morrissey's just like... Ooh. He's just so jacked. He's so jacked.
Enormous human being. Yeah.
Yeah, enormous. That's a good word. I haven't used the word enormous for a long time, but that's a good word. I like it.
I definitely think that we dropped the ball with Morrissey. I wish he stuck around.
What has he done? I mean, since he's gone to AEW, he's not. I don't think he's really done a lot.
He's earning money sitting on a shelf. Fair enough.
That's the trouble. That is the trouble. Have you? Hang on. What's Terrence Sullivan saying? Hope to see Perfection show up at TNA and show up at Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling as well. That's the point. Have you had any dealings with Scott D'Amore recently?
Yeah, actually, he was my first booking in Canada once I got my passport. So I wrestled for Border City Wrestling up there, and had a really fun show. It was at like a Father's Day event, so it was really cool. Definitely proud because it was my first moment in Canada, and now I can call myself an international superstar, right? Because I went to a different nation. So
exactly.
it was pretty cool there. Being able to work for Scott, obviously, Scott gave me my first real opportunity with Impact or TNA. So being able to work with him was awesome as well. So
I do the same with like I've done my DJing, of course we're in England, and I DJed in Wales, but that is a different country. They do want to be independent, so I'm now international.
Heck yeah, you are.
Didn't even need a passport to get there, but like, you know, I just went for a tunnel and across a bridge. But like, you know, it's another country, so it counts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course it counts. Of course it counts. Oh man. Anyway, Sam, I know that you, I know you're busy, and we've caught you in the middle of the day. But it's been absolutely fantastic having you on the show. You are welcome to come back at any time. We are going to start the Sam Beal for BFG hashtag, and let's see if the tribe can I don't know, at least
I'd love to see
get them
Sam
to look at
versus Dion Slater. Would be one to see.
Oh hell yeah.
That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
That would be incredible.
It would be awesome. It would be awesome. But thank you ever so much for joining us today, buddy. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. And hopefully we're going to get you to BFG.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Thank you guys for having me. This is always fun coming on and talking here. So let's do it again soon. Let's not wait too long. All right.
Yes.
All right, buddy. Take care. And good luck with the baby girl on its way.
Thank you guys. I'll see you guys.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, there you go. Sam Beal joined us today, guys. How about that?
Oh, wow.
That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah, I know. You love it, don't you, Joe, when I bring
I love it so much. I mean, it's like, I knew he had a friend that he's got a daughter on the way too. Wow, that's incredible news too. That went right past me because I follow him on X, follows me on X, and I see his posts occasionally, but that went over my head. Right, he's got a daughter on the way. Wow, and it's so soon.
Oh, Joe, I've got to be honest, mate. It was quite funny, just like, you know, looking in. Of course, me and Bison were asking bits and pieces and that, and just looking at you the whole time, you're stunned.
Yeah, I saw the the doc in front of me too, and I honestly just didn't know what to say because everyone was saying what I was thinking before I had a chance.
Oh, that's good then.
So,
Joe gets very starstruck, don't you, Joe?
yeah, that too. I just don't want to say something that's going to probably piss somebody off because I just don't know what to say most of the time.
They're wrestlers. That's how they get through. They live to piss people off sometimes.
Yeah,
Sam is a great guy. I love having him on. I think that's the second time we've had him on now.
It's the second time we've had Sam Beale on, and I think it's the third time you've spoken to him because I know you done an interview with him as well.
Oh, I did ages ago. Yeah. So it's great to have Sam. I love it.
It's the second time he's come on to TNI UK and on the Impacted show, which is great to see Sam Beale again. I'm so pleased.
He's such a lovely man as well. He's a great guy, and I think I just can't imagine what an amazing dad he probably is. He's probably an awesome dad. But I love seeing his. I like seeing him. Getting out there, getting on the scene.
Yeah.
I think eventually Sam he's really gonna take off. He's because he's such a great guy too. I think that helps. Now, let's get back to what we were talking about. So there's a fantastic photo gallery from last week's Impact that's been added to the TNIWrestling.com website. Go and check that out, guys. Really, really good. Some lovely photos on there. Especially when you consider we had a debut and a few different bits on there as well. So we've had the first few matches for Bound for Glory. Talking about Bound for Glory, we've got a world title match, obviously set with Nick Nemeth versus Joe Hendry now, and the interesting one, which was also set at the last week's Impact, was the Death Match King version of Matt Cardona in Monsters Ball versus PCO. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's great. We can see it coming. PCO versus Matt Cardona in Monsters Fall, but still, it takes nothing away from the star power, the actual drive of this match, the story behind it, everything. It's still brilliantly booked. We can see it coming, given the PCO and Matt Cardona just going face to face. But wow, this is going to be incredible, and PCO is also going to be defending his titles in this match too.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's defending his titles. I say it's going to be a Monsters Ball, and I've said all along. Do you remember, when Matt Cardona was originally in Impact, as it was at the time? I said all along, why can't we have Deathmatch King? Why can't we have the Deathmatch King? Because heel Matt Cardona is really good. And the Deathmatch King that he was doing on the Indies at the time, mainly in GCW.
He was really, really great, pissing everybody off. It was brilliant, he was just milking it brilliantly. And I loved watching all the promos, him just really, really getting pissing the fans off, and shit getting thrown at him and all sorts. And he's just constantly. It was brilliant. And stop it, you two.
Oh, where have you gone? Joe's getting attacked
behind me.
Sammy's attacking him.
No, Sissy's biting
Monsters Ball with his dogs.
That's it.
Sammy
Definitely. So I think we've only got 2 matches so far. We've got obviously once the tapings come out, we've got the next sort of few weeks now to build. I can't wait. I think we're going to see some great matches.
I think we're going to see. I'm hoping we see Leon Slater versus Mike Bailey.
That could be when we talk about Impact in a minute, I think there is a possibility we might see that. Xplosion. Well, Xplosion was basically built around Hammerstone versus Diener. So Jake Something joined the commentary team and watched from ringside as Hammerstone basically dropped Cody Diener with a nightmare pendulum, scoring the 3 count, but he basically destroyed him. He basically absolutely destroyed Diener. And I've never seen anyone, destroyed so easily, shall we say. He was just absolutely battered. Incredible.
You've forgotten about Spike Dudley then.
Well, other than Spike Dudley, obviously. But Diener is kind of like the modern version of Spike Dudley, isn't he? Really?
Yeah. I enjoyed this match. He's going out to the fans with asking them what moves does he want them to do, and he gets them all to they all call for him to do the stunner because he's drop a stunner in Texas, and when he hits it on Hammerstone, the crowd just go absolutely insane. It's like, oh my god, he's won this match, and then 5 minutes later, Hammerstone catches him in the crossbody, he rolls into the Nightmare Pendulum, and he's just gone.
Yeah, man, unbelievable. It was an incredible match, and if you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it because I'll tell you what, unbelievable. Xia Miller, she went around the ring with Xia Brookeside.
Round 2. This was good too. I love this.
Which was good fun. Obviously, we had the usual, in case you missed it and all the rest of it on Xplosion. But those were the two sort of kind of fresh things that were definitely worth checking out. Then we head to NXTNA. I love it's just NXTNA. It's not NXT anymore. It's NXTNA. Wentz versus Wesley. Basically, Wentz and Lee wasted no time immediately bringing out weapons, trading vicious chair shots. Both men went all out, crashing through tables and using trash cans, chains, and chairs. Wentz delivered a spectacular coast-to-coast, smashing a trash can into Wesley. However, the intense street fight ended when Wes wrapped a chain around Wentz's legs and hit Wentz with a meteor, securing obviously the victory for Wentz. And that's pretty much all we had on NXT this week. But it was pretty.
I've got to go check this match out. Jesus Christ!
Have you not seen the other bits on NXT? The big bits on NXT.
No, I haven't. What are they?
No, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Vince McMahon documentary that's been out on Netflix.
Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
It's worth a watch. So do you remember that bit where they had Shawn Michaels come out in just the cycling shorts?
Yes.
With a little bit of extra, shall we say, medical tape. Yeah, right. So if you do tune into NXT, you can see Shawn Michaels and Triple H walking up to a rather well endowed looking CM Punk. He's done the same, and he's honestly stood there, right? He stood there with a cowboy hat on. And Triple H says you can't go out to the ring like that, and Shawn Michaels just takes his hat and lets him keep the shorts. So honestly, I've seen a few clips because I was trying to search for Wentz's match, and I seen that the title has changed. Ethan Page is no longer the champion, and if you watch at the very end, the go to sleep. So CM Punk is the special guest referee. He doesn't go to sleep, but it pans out and it's rolling credits after he does the go to sleep on Ethan Page. It's just, honestly, it's cinematic greatness. It's so funny. They definitely didn't mean to do that, but the way they've done it, it just kind of looks like a soap opera as it's going up. So it's kind of like just ultimate embarrassment for our favorite wrestler, Ethan Page.
Oh, bloody hell. Thank God for that. I can't stand him. But anyway,
that's a bit harsh. I got nothing against him.
I'm gonna go and check it out. He just needs to keep his clothes on. I'm gonna go and
Joe Hendry promo, God.
I'm gonna go and check that out now. I'm definitely gonna go and check that out.
It's worth it.
Okay, has anyone ever seen Delta wrestle in person? What's that about? Am I missing something?
No, I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
Oh no, Delta is she's debuted, I think, in NXT. That's an NXT question there. Wrong show.
Okay, cool. Right, Impact. NXT's talking about NXT. NXT Soul Rocker joined Jordan Grace to face Rosemary and Wendy Chu.
My God, she's incredible. Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't see Jordan Grace's match in NXT yet, but my God, she is incredible.
She's good, man. She's very good. As the match reached a turning point, Grace is about to hit the Juggernaut driver when Tasha Steelz storms the ring, attacking Grace and causing a disqualification. But before she can do more damage, Masha Slamovich rushes to the ring, forcing Steelz to retreat. The match ends with a tense standoff between the 6 knockouts. I thought there was some really good storytelling in this match. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great way to kick the show off. I really enjoyed it. What were your thoughts on this one, Joe?
I loved it. I thought we got a great start off with Wendy Chu and Rosemary, and I've forgotten her name already. Jordan Grace's tag team partner. Fuck it, I can't
Soul
remember.
Soul Rocker.
Yeah, I completely forgot to add it into the description, so I forgot her name.
That's all right.
But that whole match leading up to Tasha Steelz coming, they went back and forth, and they really went for each other. That was really good to see them two, and she clicked with Jordan Grace brilliantly. So they obviously bounced off each other really well in the match when Jordan Grace defended the title. About working as a team, they're going to be really good too going forth. So they're going to keep this story. It's going to be like that they are a team that know each other. It's not going to be some sort of half-assed. Are they going to work together team?
Yeah.
It's just like when she teamed with Rachel Ellering, they clicked instantly, and they just were a huge unit. So none of the matches look sloppy or anything like that. She was someone that you know she can work with.
Okay. Fair enough. I get that.
And then Tasha's still coming out, and then it left me confused for like 5 seconds until Asha Samovich came out. I was like, yes, I remember now, because Masha and Tasha still they had a fight last week as well. So I know it was like, wow. I'm so looking forward to everything. It was cool.
Yeah, I love it. So Terrence is saying that Soul Rocker and the Juggernaut Jordan Grace rock together. I agree. I think they were really good. They had a good gel. I think she's very athletic. That Soul.
She's incredible.
She's a martial artist, I believe. So she's pretty badass. So we then get Gia Miller interviews Frankie Kazarian about his match with Joe Hendry later tonight, where the winner will face Nick Nemeth for the TNA Championship at Bound for Glory. We then get Jonathan Gresham versus Laredo Kid. And I have to say, after a pretty spectacular match, Gresham picks up the win, but the match was really good. Again, we're getting another really good, solid match with Jonathan Gresham. They're putting him in with top talents, and it's making him look really strong, isn't it?
It's making him look brilliant. I love this match. I loved how it finished. Gresham just went full nasty to really get that submission to make him tap, because he just wouldn't give up. It was brilliant. Laredo Kid just won't give up. So Gresham goes really old school and just starts hammering the knee into the floor. I've not seen that for ages. That was incredible. Just see that a move like that come back. We're like, wow, this is like really old school.
Yeah, man, totally.
Gresham's like just someone who knows everything. So he's like a wrestling encyclopedia. It's just incredible the amount of stuff he can do. It's insane.
Fair enough. Undisputed Truth. What are you talking about? Anyway, moving on. We see Mike Santana armed with a chain entering the System's locker room. Screams from the members of the System echo from within. That was an interesting.
That was brilliant. Just like the payback for the street fight. He doesn't even wait. He just goes in and bashes the shit out of everybody.
I loved it. I think Mike Santana is amazing. I've got so much time for this guy. Yeah. I think they're doing a great job of slowly building him up to be like,
He's going to be the face of the company round about Rebellion next year. He's going to be.
I think they're really building him up to be a top man. I think they are. And they're doing a great job of it. We then get Zachary Wentz and ABC versus Speedball Mike Bailey and Leon Slater with Kushida. And basically, after a pretty awesome 6-man tag match that saw Leon Slater really showcase his ability. I think that this match was set up to really show how good Leon is. But he then goes for the 450 splash. Wentz turns that into a UFO cutter to pin Slater and pick up the win for his team. Now, regardless of whether he ended up being pinned or not. I think Leon looked amazing in this match.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody looked amazing in this match because everybody's really amazing in this match. But I think this match really showcased the talent of Leon, I think.
Yeah, well, win or lose, Leon Slater is just incredible in general. But like you said, this match really, it's one of these matches where you could lose and still look up and still be the guy who comes out on top in terms of performance and that and crowd reaction. He was just incredible. The commentary was on fire for anytime Leon Slater was doing anything too. Matthew Raywald and Tom Hanover doing an amazing job and reminding everyone just how young Leon Slater is. I think he's only just turned 20 now. So because this is like take a couple of weeks before, so he's just turned 20, and my God, he's like Sam Beale. He's got so much ahead of him, and he's still so young in his career. So I said something about Ace Austin. He's one of these guys that's just matured so well, early on in his career.
Definitely,
he's going to take the world by storm, and he's already starting. He's done taking the world by storm already. He's been wrestling since he was like 18 or something as well.
Yeah, I agree.
But my God, that's incredible.
Can I just say a quick hello because Courtney's obviously snuck in there. Terrence, Paul, Armin have all joined us, so it's great to see you guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. We do appreciate it. We then go to sorry, excuse me, guys. We then go to Jake Something backstage, who is sort of kind of lifting weights, doing some curls with Hammerstone, sort of kind of giving him some G'ing up. When Cody Deaner interrupts, claiming Something has made bad choices. Something dismisses Deaner, and Hammerstone challenges Deaner to prove his words in the ring. Deaner accepts. So, of course, that then set up the match that they had on Xplosion, which we've already talked about. But it's good to see that they are crossing things over. You're getting things set up on Impact for Xplosion. We've seen things on Xplosion being set up for Impact. And it just just shows that you do need to be kind of, starting to pay attention to both shows. So it's definitely worth doing that. We then had a debut of the brand new side knockout, Lei Ling-Li, versus the incredible Hyan, who we have seen a few times before on TNA.
Yeah, she's incredible.
She's
My
great
God.
as well. After a very impressive entrance, I have to say, we saw a very competitive match between her and Hyan, which eventually led to Leaf getting her first victory. I have to say, Hyan also looked extremely impressive, and I think TNA need to sign her also. She's great. What do you think?
Oh, Hakeem got that trending for a little while. That TNA needs to sign her. I think even Jordan Grayson endorsed it too, saying that definitely this is someone that we need to get on the roster. And but that's just how much praise. It almost went viral. Hakeem said, just saying she is someone that the Knockouts could really do with, and she deserves a shot. She's been on TNA about 3 or 4 times now, and really showing what she can do in the ring. And I would love to see her signed as a full-time knockout for a couple of years. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. And just so I can answer Undisputed Truth, yes, we know this. They are friends with Scott D'Amore, but why would they ask for their release to join a company that they can go and wrestle at anyway? It doesn't make any sense. It's not being a fool. I frustrated Leon Slater, apologizes to Mike Bailey for the loss, but Bailey reassures him, saying Slater is the future of the X Division. And we know he damn well is. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that. But of course, Leon had a funny kind of look on his face at that point, as if to say, "Yes, damn right I am." And I think we could safely say they're setting something up between those two.
I thought we were friends.
We were, mate. We were. The Hardys have their eyes on the TNA World Tag Team Championships, as ABC talks about using their rematch clause. So we had all that going on.
The ultimate finesser, your girl's favorite wrestler, Chris Bay. The ABC.
Joe's on fire.
He's
Keep the
loving
clips
life.
going.
He's loving it. But anyway,
It's
Josh
wonderful.
Wonderful!
Josh Alexander enters the ring to "You tap toe" chants.
Oh, have we just are we skipping the fact that Jeff Hardy started going choo choo choo?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. What was it? Choo choo choo. Yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah.
Oh man.
'Cause
Sorry,
they're
carry on.
trained. They're on their train, isn't they? That's what it is.
Yeah, the
Anyway,
Hardy train.
a Hardy train, baby. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we had the chance of you.
Got to reference that in the description, saying it's Jake something and Hammerstone on the power train.
Oh yeah, there's the power train as well. But anyway, admitting he made mistakes at Victory Road against Joe Hendry, he calls out Eric Young, who says Josh is a true walking weapon. The crowd chants "walking weapon," and this is how fickle that crowd are. 1 minute they're shouting at him, "You tapped out." Next minute they're shouting. Anyway, as the two embrace,
that just shows how good Eric Young is at winning the crowd over. You know, Josh Alexander couldn't do it. Eric Young is the voice of TNA, so you get behind Eric Young as whatever he says. He could say that everyone in the crowd sucks, and they'll be cheering.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway,
Eric Young is like the voice of reason, even though he's the world-class maniac.
Okay.
It's like perfect harmony in a twisted realm. Bit like me.
Anyway, he called out Eric Young, who says Josh is the true walking weapon. The crowd chants walking weapon as the two embrace. However, when EY tries to hold the rope for Alexander, Josh refuses and instead suplexes him. Before Josh can hit the C4 spike, Macklin rushes in to save EY, but Sinner and Sate attack Macklin, tossing him to Josh, who delivers a C4 spike. Josh and Sinner and Sate stand tall over the fallen Macklin and EY. Again, a great in-ring section.
Great in-ring section, but I ain't gonna lie, mate. It did sadden me a little bit. It did sadden me because don't get me wrong. I know that Josh has gone through his he done this little heel bit against Joe Hendry. Do you know that guy? I believe in him. He had his little heel run with him, but it's just kind of like that was quite an endearing speech. He said, like, I've picked at Josh for quite a while, saying that there's just no character, and all of a sudden he's just evolved in the past few months into this just killer on the mic. Do you know what I mean? And he's absolutely brilliant. And I was just like, do you know what? Maybe he's having a little bit of realization. Like, I looked at him when EY was talking to him, and it looked like he was going to well up. And I thought, holy shit, this is TNA, and this is where it's at. And when they done the whole letting them out the rope thing and stuff like that, I thought that's some endearing stuff. Do you know what I mean? And then it turned, and I just thought, fuck, I've been fooled. Do you know what I mean? This is how genuine. I know that we're all TNA fans, but this is how genuine these storylines have got. They're so fucking raw.
Yeah,
I love it.
They're so engrossing. You even if you know what's going to happen next, you just get
back in my mind. It's like, it's going to turn on him. But the thing was, is that I looked and I was just like, maybe this is an actual heart to heart, because EY came out full entrance and stuff like that, and he didn't provoke anything like that. And then the thing, like the aftermath of it, it's just fucking great for TNA fans. Like the storylines that are going to stem from that. Sinner and Saint as well. Like, it's going to be brilliant.
It is.
This is their
are
big
Sinner
push
and
now.
Saint Canadians? Can I just ask? Are they from Canada?
I believe so. Yeah.
I think so. I'm not entirely sure. I think one of them is.
Isn't one of them Ray Wald's ex-tag partner? Did I hear that wrong?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. No, wasn't that the guy, the English, the gent with the moustache? That was his ex-tag partner, wasn't it?
What, Simon Gotch?
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon Gotch was Matthew Wald's tag partner. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm pretty sure of that.
I reckon Ray Wald's been around a bit.
Yeah, he's a bit of a wrestling slut, I've heard. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Anyway, Santino is seen advising Steph DeLander to take time off for neck surgery. Matt Cardona interrupts,
That's
claiming
disgusting.
tired of Cardona's antics, and Santino makes PCO versus Matt Cardona in Monsters Ball match at Bound for Glory. So that's how that was all set up. Obviously, we know that that's happening, so it's all good. We then get Heather Reckless versus Xia Brookeside. Now,
Hell yeah.
despite an early advantage for Brookside, Reckless turns the tide, avoiding a monkey flip and fancy Brookside. As Ash by Elegance and the personal concierge watch from ringside, Reckless climbs to the top rope and hits Ash by Elegance finisher. What's it called? Verified air or something?
Verified air.
Okay. So again, we're seeing this sort of kind of like of Heather Reckless in with the Ash by Elegance. Are we going to see Heather by Elegance? No, I don't know. I don't know. Or
It's an interesting story.
Reckless Elegance would be interesting.
Ooh, that's quite good.
Well, I was thinking as soon as Heather Reckless was officially signed that she'd be perfect to have a rivalry with Xia Brookeside, and it's like exactly what's happened. I'm like, wow, this is brilliant. So I can see this rivalry going on for a little while, and I'm all for it. Xia Brookeside looks incredible in this match as always as well. She's just fantastic.
Wearing her cowboy outfit.
Yeah, matching boots of Gia Miller. I love the stuff they did on Xplosion too. That was so good. she was like really fully. Yeah, she was really like just soaking up all the time she was in Texas and really putting it out to the fans how grateful she is of being in the roster. It's always so good to see Xia Brookeside in the ring.
I agree. I like Xia. I think she's fantastic. I'm glad she joined the Knockouts because she's great. We then get Nick Nemeth joining the commentary.
We should get Gia Miller to be Xia Brookside's partner to fight Heather Reckless.
That would be good. But Nick Nemeth then comes out to join the commentary team for the #1 contenders match between Frankie Kazarian and Joe Hendry. The main event then kicks off with Kazarian demanding to be called, of course, the King of TNA. But Joe Hendry interrupts and mocks him. Frankie snaps, blindsided Hendry.
And Tony and Banderas look alike. Busting boots.
Hendry before taking control. As the match progresses, Kazarian pulls out brass knuckles from his jacket and strikes Hendry, securing the win. However, Nick Nemeth informs the referee of the knuckles, prompting Santino Marella to restart the match. Now, despite being hurt, Hendry lands his standing ovation finisher to secure the victory and become the #1 contender for the TNA World Championship at Bound for Glory. And then, of course, Impact goes off air. I thought it was, again, it's a fairly short kind of main event.
Yeah,
but,
it was a weird one.
It worked from a story perspective. And I think we were all expecting Joe Hendry to be in the... Well, to be fair, we've been saying it for quite some time. Well, I have anyway. That I expect Joe Hendry to be in the world title match main event at Bound for Glory.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
For some time. I have been saying it for like pretty much most of the year.
I did feel a bit smug when Kaz won, because I thought me and Joe said that pretty much. We were like, you know, I reckon Kaz could do it because he has been around since the dawn of time and he does deserve the title. But is this his time? Maybe not. But the push that we're giving to Hendry is just phenomenal.
Yeah. I want to see Kazarian win the quarter shot gauntlet now and insert himself into this match at Bound for Glory.
Or
yeah.
the first match against Joe.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Kazarian win the college shot gauntlet and insert himself into the main event at Bound for Glory on the night.
So let's go wild for a second then. So do you reckon is that your prediction for BFG?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said at the start of the year that Kazarian is one of these guys I could see headlining Bound for Glory.
I reckon
Glory.
we've been fooled by Nemeth. So Nemeth has done that, you know, he cheated, he had the knuckle duster and blah, 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 and that lot. I've got a feeling that a certain Mr. Layfield will be present and may or may not help Nemeth with a knuckle duster or something,
Yeah.
and he will win using what he's just slammed against Kaz. That's me just like, pulling people's pisser, just saying like that's what I reckon will happen because it relates to the story and what we've seen. I don't have any information on that. This isn't a spoiler or anything like that because it's not happened and I don't work for TNA. However, that's what I reckon could happen, because what better way for Nemeth to retain than to do the dirty on someone who's linked to WWE and stuff like that, where he used to be called Dolphin Zigface or whatever he was called. Do you know what I mean? But it's just...
Dolphin Zigface.
Yeah, I don't follow it. Do you know what I mean?
Dolphin Zigface. What a great name. Dolphin Zigface.
Coming soon.
Coming soon to a TNA ring. Dolphin
Dolphin Zigface is all elite.
Oh my god!
That's kind of my dirty prediction. That's what I reckon is going to happen, because Layfield's going to be looming. He's gonna be at BFG. He's got to be.
Yeah.
Well, they've got to do something with him. There's got to be some kind of payoff, hasn't there?
Yeah.
You can't just bring him in, whisper, or bring him in and get involved in a match or whatever. You can't. You've got to do something with him. We'll see. Of course, there's no TNA Impact tomorrow, no fresh TNA Impact tomorrow. We've got the best of Bang for Glory, and leading up with the road to Bang for Glory. Obviously, we've got the tapings today and tomorrow, so we should get a nice fresh Impact next week. God damn you, Hurricane Helene! God damn you!
Yeah.
But we just got to wait.
Have you seen some of the matches that I've sent? I sent you guys the list of all the matches they got lined up for the set of tapings. They got some fucking bangers coming for it. We got ABC and the Hardys versus the System. That is going to be amazing.
And it was interesting seeing that they got Josh Alexander versus masked version of Jonathan Gresham. So I don't know what's going on there, but like I said, he's been not wearing the mask for a while, and now he's going to be in a match wearing his mask again. So I don't know what's going on there. But guys, that really is all we got time for this week. Also, if you want to show your support for the TNI UK team, please feel free to super sticker us or head over to prowrestlingtees.com/Total Nonstop Impact for some great shirts, and head over to our exclusive Spreadshirt merch store. Links, of course, are below. I apologise. I am very bunged up in a minute. You might have heard me sniffing a little bit.
He's impacted.
I'm impacted in my nose area. All TNI shows are available to all you Listen on the Go fans as audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever it's your favourite shows. Where can we find you on the socials, Joe?
You can find me on Twitter at JOK Empty Space. You can jump onto YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Look for #Empty Space, #Into the Void. Or if you fancy to tickle your taste buds and your sense of humour, #Daily Goal, but approach with an open mind and you just might keep your sanity.
Fair enough. It's under here. If you want to follow TNI on the socials, on all the social medias, at We Talk Impact, that's all you need to know. Joe, Craig, where can we find you, buddy?
You can find me, if you're watching on that blue bit there, you can find me at LimpstarUK on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm on TikTok a hell of a lot at the minute. It's definitely poo break swiping. I am Network Stooge on that Twitter X thing, and one day I promise I will log in and I promise I will follow you back. One thing I do have to say, Joe, have you got that clip? Did you want to run it?
Yes. Oh,
Right.
don't have it on here. No, but I did. I was going to say, anyone that's following him on TikTok, go and check this clip out. He's doing
I should pin it. It's probably my latest video anyway. But
Yeah.
I can share the link or anything like that.
It's hilarious.
Just absolutely trolling a nightclub. So there's like, the tune, it's a dance tune, it builds up and it's just about to go, and it's quite a well-known one in that area, and it stops, and then I play the Joe Hendry theme. And you can hear my good friend Jimmy singing it as well. It's so funny because he said to me, "You've got to do it."
Their faces just went, what the fuck
honestly,
was that?
I genuinely got some pretty nasty texts because of
Really?
me doing that. Yeah. Some people were not happy by me doing it because the tune that it is, it won't mean a lot to people. It's by Ruler and Sick Mode, and it's called Too Cold, and
Yeah.
it's quite iconic. So when it builds up, it goes clap, clap, move it, bitch. But I turned it off on the clap because I was just like, there's another tune that claps.
Yeah.
And there's a certain Joe Hendry who has a theme tune for it. So there was a lot of thought that went into it. But yeah, honestly,
I thought it was
just
timed
such a laugh.
perfectly. It was
Mate,
timed perfectly. You
it's
can
all
see them
live
all.
as well because
Yeah,
I've
see
got
them
one
all.
deck and I had to turn it down and press play on the other one. It's just executing. It was just it was nerve wracking, but I did it.
Oh,
You did it. It was good. It was. I liked it. I thought it was great. And I think if I was there, I'd be loving life right then. But anyway, go check out the TikTok. I think Joe, maybe you need to upload it so we can play it next week. So now we've hyped it up. We need to play it on the show. We need to play it on the show. Anyway, right. If you're interested in finding a bit more about me, then please follow the Bison on X at Lord Bison 45. That's where you'll find me. And if you're interested in following me on TikTok, like well over 1,000 other people, at Bison by Design is where you'll find me on there. Please take the time, of course, to help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, and please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or of course a smash to never miss any of the great content coming out from the UK
I'm talking my right hand.
and the US teams, TNA related each and every week, guys. With all that said, I've been Bison, and of course they've been the Joker and the LimpstarUK, and this has been episode 201 of Impacted. Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.